On out. Yeah. Yeah, we up in here, man. We up in here.
Jesus.
Jesus. Hey, man, have y'all changed y'all smoke detectors? What we got going on? Hey, welcome to episode 52. 52 of the Overnighter podcast / live stream and all that good stuff. Happy hump day to y'all. Helping y'all get through that hump day, just that hump and going into the weekend, man. So if you haven't already, I don't want to yell at y'all. Make sure you go ahead and like the stream, um, you know, and all that good stuff, man. I am so happy that y'all are here, man. So happy that y'all are here tonight. And we got a cool little show lined up for y'all tonight, man. So the main topic being, man, I saw a video which we will react to, and basically, I was like, okay, I wanted to see what the ladies on my Instagram, how they would vote if they were given the options of four different men with four different qualities, ages, and what the results were. Most of y'all already followed me on Instagram, so I know some of y'all probably already done voted already, and y'all know what the results are. I'm not particularly shocked at the results, but we definitely gonna get into that. But first, we gonna kick this off with some quick hits. Man, if you haven't already, man, let me give a shout out to one more time, man. Let me give a shout out to the homie Corey over at Weather Beer Supply Co. If you haven't, man, weatherbeersupplyco.com. Let me go ahead and pull up the website for you in case you got a young man that you want to do something special for. Let me pull it up real quick. Weather Beer Supply Co. right here, man. Turn your shower into a scented escape. I can personally tell you, I have the beard wash and the conditioner, and let me tell you, phenomenal. Okay, handcrafted in Tennessee, made here in the USA. All right, so made here in the US. So make sure you go ahead and holler at the homie Corey. You know what I'm saying? You get 10% off your first purchase. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I've done a review on some of his beard products over on the channel, and just did an ad, you know what I'm saying, which I played for y'all earlier. So make sure y'all go ahead and support the homie Corey over at make sure you go ahead and support the homie Corey over at Weather Beard. All right. Not me denying your request. Man, look, I'm doing a lot right now. But if you watching over here on Instagram, come on over to the YouTube side of the game. You know what I'm saying? But all right, so let's see. So let's go ahead and get into tonight's show, man. Let's get into some quick hits here. Let's see. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, whenever I was putting these topics together, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm literally laying in the bed because I wanted to get up and go to the gym, but I said, nah, it's not gonna happen. But I said, you know what? I still want to be productive. So I was like, let me start putting together topics, here in the live stream. So I know last week, we had the convo about body count and, does body count really matter? Again, me, I'm not really too concerned about somebody's a woman's body count like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you did before me, that's what you did before me. And preferably, hey, look, I like someone who has a little bit of experience. Now you just gotta know how to please me. All right. So, but I did find a video, you know what I'm saying, talking about body count. And I want to share this here with y'all, and I want to get y'all's opinion on it. So let's see. Let me go ahead and pull up my let's see. Let me move some stuff around here. All right. Here we go. She proved herself wrong. All right, let's see. Here we go.
A condom, that does not count as a body. It does not.
So you can fuck 100 niggas.
And it's not gonna count.
Fuck nobody.
Exactly. It's not gonna count.
Yeah, that's
not gonna
that's
count.
different. Wait, so that means your boyfriend can do that. You got a boyfriend like, yeah, you know, I'm about to go fuck this brown right quick, but I'm gonna wear a condom, so it don't count.
You see, nah, niggas don't know how to do that. Fuck you with a condom, that does not count as a body. It does not.
So you can.
Man.
Jesus.
Okay.
Fuck 100 niggas.
And it's not gonna count.
Fuck nobody.
Exactly. It's not gonna count.
Yeah, that's
not gonna
that's
count.
different. Wait, so that means your boyfriend can do that. You got a boyfriend like, yeah, you know, I'm about to go fuck this brown right quick, but I'm gonna wear a condom, so it don't count.
You see, nah, niggas don't know how to do that. Fuck you.
Okay. Look. Just a continuation of the conversation. Now, last week, I already told y'all, man, there's really, I don't know why men get so caught up on the body count convo or whatever, because there's no way that, you know what I'm saying, you're going to know what her body count is. And this is girl math at its finest, talking about, look, if I use the condom, the body does not count. What are we talking about here?
Jesus.
Oh, Lord. Look. I'll tell you, girl math every single time. She said, look, I'm gonna play it. Let me play it for y'all.
So that means.
Let me play it for y'all one more time. Hold up. Play it for y'all one more time.
Condom, that does not count as a body. It does not.
So you can fuck 100 niggas.
And it's not gonna count.
Fuck nobody.
Exactly. It's not gonna count.
Yeah, that's
not gonna
that's
count.
different. Wait, so that means your boyfriend can do that. You got a boyfriend like, yeah, you know, I'm about to go fuck this brown right quick, but I'm gonna wear a condom, so it don't count.
You see, nah, niggas don't know how to do that.
See, you know what? It takes two to tango. She said ninjas don't know how to do that. Ninjas don't know how to put on the condom. Well, you know what? It takes two to tango. All right. Because I know a lot of women don't like their man to wear, or the guy, whoever they sleeping with, they don't like them to wear rubbers either. Okay. So it takes two to tango. And the fact that she's saying that, you know what I'm saying, for the guys that she wore protection with, they do not count. That is insane. So you mean to tell me you could sleep with, 200 guys, and if all of them wore rubbers, they don't count? I'm sorry. Nah. Nah, that counts. That counts, okay? Like, we got to stop.
Stop the cap.
Hey, say the body count is G14 classified. Nah, for real though. For real. The body count is G14 classified. Like, don't ask me. Don't ask me what my body count is. I'm not telling you. You know what I'm saying? Never ask the count, never tell the count. Exactly. There's like the army, man. How the military used to be. Don't ask, don't tell. But let's see what they saying over here in the comments. Females just be talking. Her computer started crashing at the end of accountability. Them last two brain cells overheated. You can see it when he asked her. She almost self-destructed. She started twitching. Let's see. Somebody's future wife. This is gonna be somebody's future wife, though. That's a fact. 304 math, aka hoe math, aka girl math. You know what I'm saying? This is why in the Bible it says women are not supposed to speak but be quiet. I think the proper quote is to be seen and not heard. Okay, and the more sometimes I be like, look, man, because she's an attractive young lady, but the minute that she start opening her mouth, it's like, you would have been better off just being quiet. Okay, so does it count? Look, if someone dipped their fingers in glass, would you drink it? Exactly. Exactly. No, that's a fact, bruh. That is a fact. Yeah, if the hand dipped in a glove hand, is it any safer? I don't know. I would argue maybe not, depending on where that glove had been before you dipped said finger in said glass. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Oh man. All right. So yeah, girl math at its finest. All right. So let's see. Next quick hits here. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let me see. Cause again, some of these I'm like, damn. I put the title and then I was like, man, I forgot. Okay. All right. Since we talking about girl math and everything, let's get into some girl logic. Let's get into some female, some women logic. I know y'all hate that word female, okay? But that is how we identify or separate the sexes, okay? All right. So, but I do respect y'all as women, okay? All right. So this next one here, this next quick hits here, man, is you know, a guy giving girl logic. And this is what I get from the quotes of what women say to men. All right, let's see. Let's get into it here.
So you like when I have fun, right? But you just don't like when I'm having fun and you not there. You don't think that's some hating shit? Like just a little bit?
Okay, yeah. He's speaking it from the guy. So okay. Here we
So
go.
let me get this straight. You hungry. You want food. I ask you what food you want and I go get it. You find out I ain't get no food for myself because I'm not hungry. And now you not hungry? That's what you telling me? You ain't talked to me all fucking day. And now I find out it's because you had a dream that I was cheating? So you got mad at something your brain made up, and now you putting that on me? Did you just say if you pay for something in cash, it's technically free because you never saw the money leave your bank account? Oh, we never getting out the hood. Okay, so you miss me. And instead of calling me, texting me, letting me know you miss me, you catch an attitude. Now I'm sitting here trying to figure out why you got an attitude. Now I'm getting tight. You find out I'm tight, so now you tight that I'm tight because you tight, and I don't know why. Whole time you tight because you miss me. That don't make no sense. You blocked my barber like 50 times on my phone because you don't like when I call him to get a haircut. But when you want your hair done, you ask me to pay for it so you can go outside and have fun. Am I your slave? You want me to have money, right? You don't want me to be broke. You want me to have some money so I could spend some money on you, right? How the hell am I gonna get some money when you want me to hang out with you all day, every day? Where am I gonna find the time to get some fucking money? You come to me with problems. And then you get mad at me for finding solutions? Isn't that the whole reason you brought the problem to me? You be wanting me to do certain shit for you. But you don't want to have to tell me to do the shit. Because if you have to tell me, you don't want me to do it no more. But how am I supposed to know what you want me to do if you don't ever fucking tell me? I want you to go get me a soda. I'm going to tell you. Yo, can you go get me a soda? I'm not going to... Go get me a soda. You see how that don't make no sense?
Telepathically.
All I'm saying is, you preach communication and all that, but you get mad and then stop talking to me. Now I gotta beg you to tell me why you mad at me. I don't want to beg for that. I want you to tell me why you mad so I can beg for forgiveness. Okay, let's get this show on the road. So you like when I have fun, right? But you just don't like when I'm having fun and you not there. You don't think that's some hating shit? Like just
Okay. Hey, my man was spitting. On that. Okay. All right. So let's see. So man, hey, look, quite a few of these I could agree with. So let's go through some of these, man, and let's break these down because I've definitely been in situations where, this type of logic has been used on me, and I've just been sitting there confused as hell, like, what? All right, so let's see. So here we go. And if you're watching over here on IG, I highly suggest you go ahead, come on over to the YouTube side of the game. All right, girl logic, here we go.
a little bit. So let me get this straight. You hungry. You want food. I ask you what food you want, and I go get it. You find out I ain't get no food for myself because I'm not hungry. And now you not hungry?
Okay, so first off, man, why is it that women don't never know what they want to eat? All right, because I'm just a girl. But then you throw out suggestions. Nah, I don't want that. I don't want that. You be done threw out so many suggestions. So you just about to eat an air sandwich because I ain't got nothing for you.
That's what you telling me? You ain't talked to me all fucking day. And now I find out it's because you had a dream that I was cheating? So you got mad at something your brain made up, And now you putting that on me? Did you?
Yo. Women really do be having dreams like that and be waking up mad and upset. Be waking up mad and upset. Like, what the fuck? Like, the last time I talked to you, we were on good terms. I don't know what happened between 12 o'clock, midnight, last night, and 7 o'clock in the AM. So you mean to tell me that you had a fucking dream about me cheating on you or doing some old crazy shit, and now you the fucking dream whisperer now? You say you can interpret your dreams, and you just know, like, you know that I'm just out here doing some shit, and you know that, like, yeah, no. Oh man,
You just say if you pay for something in cash, it's technically free because you never saw the money leave your bank account?
that's definitely girl math.
Oh, we never getting out the hood. Okay, so you miss me. And instead of calling me, texting me, letting me know you miss me, you catch an attitude.
Why?
Now I'm sitting here trying to figure out why you got an attitude. Now I'm getting tight. You find out I'm tight, so now you tight that I'm tight because you tight and I don't know why. Whole time you tight because you miss me. That don't make no sense.
And now I gotta apologize. I got to apologize for you being tight. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to be like, and that's the thing, ladies. For women to claim that y'all are just such great communicators and this, that, and the third, y'all really be expecting for men to read y'all's minds, and it just don't work like that. It don't work like that.
You blocked my barber like 50 times on my phone because you don't like when I call him to get a haircut. But when you want your hair done, you ask me to pay for it so you can go outside and have fun. Am I your slave? You want me to have money, right? You don't want me to be broke. You want me to have some money so I could spend some money on you, right? How the hell am I gonna get some money when you want me to hang out with you all day, every day? Where am I gonna find the time to get some fucking money?
When, okay. When am I going to have time to focus on my goals, my dreams, my aspirations? And usually those goals, dreams, and aspirations usually come with a price tag attached, okay? But when am I going to ever get some money if I'm going to be laid up with you all day, okay? But then if I'm laid up with you all day, you're going to be like, damn, nigga, you ain't got shit to do. You ain't got no hobbies. You don't want to go out here and make no money. You talking about you always broke and blah, 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 but you always over here, motherfucker, because you wanted me to spend time with your ass. And because I'm not spending time with your ass, now you tight. And now, but then whenever I'm gone, you miss me, but you don't want to say that you miss me. Now you tight. Now I'm tight, that you tight. And then we just, girl logic.
You come to me with problems and then you get mad at me for finding solutions?
Because sometimes giving women solutions is not what they want. They want to be able to just talk to you and complain and gripe. But the minute that you find a solution, they just want you. Sometimes they just want you to listen. They just want you to listen.
Isn't that the whole reason you brought the problem to me? You be wanting me to do certain shit for you. But you don't want to have to tell me to do the shit. Because if you have to tell me, you don't want me to do it no more. But how am I supposed to know what you want me to do if you don't ever fucking tell me? I want you to go get me a soda. I'm going to tell you. Yo, can you go get me a soda? I'm not going to. Go get me a soda. Go get me a soda. You see how that don't make no sense? All I'm saying.
It just don't make no sense. Tell me what it is, okay? I'm pretty sure that I was born with 2 ears to listen and comprehend. But what I was not born with were psychic abilities, okay? I cannot read, I can't read your mind. If you want me to do something, if you're feeling some type of, let me know.
And is you preach communication and all that, but you get mad and then stop talking to me. Now I gotta beg you to tell me why you mad at me. I don't want to beg for that. I want you to tell me why you mad so I can beg for forgiveness. Okay, let's get this show on the road. So
now, I'm not saying that I want to beg, because ain't nobody begging, okay? I'm too old to beg. But at the same time, too, though, like, let me know. Let me know what's going on. Like, I cannot read your mind, okay?
So you like when I have fun, right? But you just don't like when I'm having fun and you not there. You don't think that's some hating shit? Like, just a little.
Okay, and then that last one. All right, and then we're just gonna wrap this shit up. I mean, look, I genuinely think that women don't like when men are having fun. I don't think that women like without them. Let me put that extra tidbit to it. Okay, because why aren't you having fun with me? Okay, I don't think that. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes be hanging out with their homeboys. You know what I'm saying? And want to spend time and chill with their friends. But as soon as men want to hang and chill with their friends, what do they call? They call sassy. They call gay. You want to be with your homeboys. Yada 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 yada. Man, whatever. All right. So speaking of that, speaking of men not being able to have fun with their friends, let's get into this next quick hits here. You know what I'm saying? Things, again, men are not allowed to do nowadays, okay? Because, I mean, clearly, whenever you're living life as a man and, just not bothering nobody, we just chilling, it's just certain things that we're not allowed to do. So let's get into thing number 356 that we're not allowed to do out here, okay? So here we go. So this is according to her, this is gay. All right, here we go.
For a man to fall asleep in the front seat while his homeboy driving? Okay, I thought it was too. Thank you.
Okay, so hold on, let me refresh it real quick.
For a man to fall asleep in the front seat while his homeboy driving? Okay, I thought it was too. Thank you.
Oh, let's see, I can't. Okay. So now, hey, look, if you're on a road trip, can't fall asleep in the passenger seat, okay? While your homeboy is driving, because that is gay, okay?
For a man to fall asleep in the front seat while his homeboy driving? Okay, I thought it was too. Thank you.
Okay, y'all let me know, is that gay? Is that gay? I mean, because I'm saying I've been in my earlier 20s, man. I've been on road trips with the guys, and you know what I'm saying, definitely have fallen asleep in the back seat, like. But that's gay. Back seat, front seat, it don't matter, bro. If I'm tired and if we've been partying all weekend doing whatever, like, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. But let's see, what are some things that we are not allowed to do? Be a nice guy, eat biscuits, tie their shoelaces, being ignored, take naps, drink out of a straw. Drinking out of a straw is gay. Wearing gloves in the winter is gay, even though my hands are cold as hell. Listening to R&B, having sex for too long is gay, apparently, I guess, because you don't like pussy like that. Eat fruits if you make TikToks. Let's see, if you watch Spider-Man, okay? If you drink mimosas, if you own an umbrella, okay? I mean, it's just certain things that we are just not allowed to do. Men can't sleep. You can't, look, you can't sleep. You can't do shisha, be left-handed, communicate with your friends via voice note. Hey, look, one of my best friends, that's the main form of communication is through voice notes, but I guess that makes us gay. Lord Jesus Christ. Oh man, be Simone.
Jesus.
Man, everything is gay. Be ticklish. Hey, look, I'm ticklish. I am ticklish. So I guess that makes
Jesus.
Lord Jesus Christ. All right. So, and I do be feeling like a lot of that is projection. Yachty. I do be feeling deflection, not only deflecting, but then a lot of projecting as well, especially whenever it comes to the gay talk. You know what I'm saying? And accusing men of, being gay and whatever, because women be doing the gayest shit with each other. Y'all be naked in front of each other. Y'all be touching each other's titties, asses. Y'all be examining each other's cootie cats. And and it's cool. And it's cool when y'all do it. But not like my man a couple weeks ago. He said he wanted the option. He wanted the option to be able to smack his homeboys on the ass in the gym. Like, bro, we not doing that. All right. And Jay Blight, no. Again, I'ma just reiterate, I'm not wearing eyeliner, my good brother. All right. So, speaking of gay, okay. Speaking of gay, let's get to the next one. Gen Z, and even some millennials, man. I just don't understand some of the things that y'all do. I don't understand bonnets. I don't understand grown men wearing bonnets. I'm even seeing men in my age group wearing bonnets. What happened to wearing do-rags? What happened to wearing, even look, I know I'm bald, but I'm just saying, even like if you got dreads, what happened to those like caps that men used to wear? But now everybody wants to wear bonnets. I will never understand that. And then I will never understand niggas painting their nails. Y'all new niggas is weird. Y'all weird. Okay. So we gonna get into this next quick hits here, man. And I don't know. Y'all, these new niggas is weird. All right, let's get into it here.
You got fingernail polish coming out. Explain it. What's the story behind it?
I'm wearing it right now, man. Bucket blue, self-explanatory. Point guard pink. Goat gold, what are we striving to be? Net neutral, real calm. Swish. We got rookie red, because I was a rookie. It's called MVP, the most valuable polish.
You got finger.
Jesus.
I beg your pardon.
Man.
I beg your pardon.
Man.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Fingernail polish coming out. Explain it. What's the story behind it?
I'm wearing it right now, man. Bucket blue, self-explanatory. Point guard pink. Goat gold, what are we striving to be? Net neutral, real calm. Swish. We got rookie red, because I was a rookie. It's called MVP, the most valuable polish.
You got fingernail.
I'm just frustrated with this group of men out here, man. And again, this is what a lack of fatherhood. I don't know if he has his daddy in his life, but I see too many young men out here. You know what I'm saying? On the bullshit. Okay. I don't care, man. I'm standing on it. That shit is weird. You can say whatever you want to about me. I'm misogynistic. I'm homophobic. I'm whatever. But to me, that shit is absolutely weird. All right. What do y'all think about this though? What do y'all think? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let me go back here. Yeah, me and Jay Blight, we send voice notes back and forth to each other. You know what I'm saying? I guess that makes us gay, bro. And margaritas. Hey, I love me a good margarita. And if having margaritas makes me gay, then nah, man, I love me a good margarita. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, women be saying everywhere. I'm telling you, be doing the most gay stuff, but then be having the nerve to call us gay. Naked kissing, smacking asses, filming when you twerking. Exactly, bro. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Oh man. Let's see. What else y'all saying? Only time my nails will be painted is by my daughter. Yeah. And see, and I mean, on occasions like that, I get it. Your daughter want to paint your nails. That's cool. Chloe never wanted to paint my nails, but like I would do it. You know what I'm saying? Just to go along with it. You know what I'm saying? But My God. Oh my God. Ah man. I don't know what we gonna do with these new niggas, man. Alright, so let's see. So next quick hits here. Let's see where I wanna go next. Okay, yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's go here. So, because I mean, shout out to the women out here who have been on the front lines of equality, wanting equality, equal rights, and everything. And I mean, I want nothing else for you other than to have equal rights. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and especially in the job market, you know. So let's see. So this next video here, I just want to see if any of you ladies would be interested in this line of work, because I think that some of y'all may be needed. And I mean, I'm just all about equality, just like this man is here in this video. So yeah, so let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Okay, so
this is not okay. We have grown men still working in mines underground. It's 2025, and look at this. We have progressed so much as a society that this is not okay. We need more women in the mines. I am a feminist. I believe that women can do just as good a job as men can. We need more women in the mines. This is not okay. This is such a sexist thing that only the men are doing this. Where are the women? We need the women. Do you believe in women? I believe in women. Do you believe in women? Then you should be marching in the streets. We need more women in the mines.
Hey, look, for real. You know what I'm saying? We need more women in the mines. Urban Lights. We need more women in the mines, okay? Because much like this gentleman here, I too, it might be surprising to y'all, but I am a feminist. I do believe in a woman's choice, whether she wants to be a traditional, housewife, whether she wants to be a boss babe, she wants to go out here and be working with her hands. I'm in support of it all, because I do think that you women should be represented in all fields of study, okay? All types of work. There's an underrepresentation of women out here in the mines.
This is not okay.
It is not.
We have grown men still working in mines underground. It's 2025, and look at this.
I really do think it's a shame that there are still so many men that are working in the mines. I truly believe that.
We have progressed so much as a society that this is not okay. We need more women in the mines.
I wholeheartedly agree. Because the last time I checked, I've heard that a lot of women say that, y'all are able to do everything that a man can do. Y'all are equal to men. There's no biological differences between men and women. Equal pay, all of that good stuff. So, I do truly believe that, like, coal mining, women are underrepresented, and I would like to see more representation.
I am a feminist. I believe that women can do just as good a job as men can. We need more.
Maybe even better. I think women might be able to do a better job
women
than the
in
men,
the mines.
to be honest.
This is not okay. This is such a sexist thing that only the men are doing this. Where are the women? We need the women. Do you believe in women? I believe in women. Do you believe in women?
I believe in women. Okay. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, look. Go ahead. Hey, I believe in y'all. I think that y'all have the capability, the wherewithal, the will, the drive, the strength, the courage to go down in the mines and do what it is that you need to do. Okay. So, you know, I mean, because last time I checked, I know I've heard plenty of women say, we don't need men. Okay. So, you know what? I think it's time for the men to take the foot off the gas. Okay. Take a seat, go back there and chill. Okay. And let the women, you know, do the heavy lifting. Let them go out into the coal mines. Let them do all of that. All right. Yeah. Equal. Okay. I'm all for that. Y'all like, man, hell no.
Jesus.
CC talking about.
Stop the cap.
Oh man. Let's see. Humble Journeys. Shout out to Humble Journeys in the building. Question for the women in the chat. If this job offered to pay you $150,000 a year, you know what I'm saying, to do this job, would y'all do it? Would y'all do it? Would y'all get that money?
Donations.
Would y'all get that money?
Donations.
Would y'all get that money for $150K? Let me know. Let Humble Journeys know. Okay? Mary said, nah, I ain't doing that shit. Mary said, hell no, I ain't doing that. Yachty say, that's not my ministry. Say, I'm in a different line of work. I feel that. She like, nah, I ain't doing that. CC, nope. Okay, CC ain't doing it either. Okay. Urban Light say she ain't doing it either. Man, y'all need to get y'all asses down there in the mines, okay? Y'all are needed. Y'all are needed, man. Okay. All right. So let's see. Next quick hits here. Let's get into the next one. All right. Let's see. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about your boy. Nah. I don't want to go there yet. Let's see. Let's go here. Okay. Woman tells the craziest thing that she's ever done. All right. So let's get into this next one. I'm not even gonna give no context to it. I'm just gonna play the clip, and I'm going to see y'all's reaction to said clip. All right. So let's get into this next one. Respect to the women. Yeah, hey. Somehow, some way, women always seem to know their place whenever some real work is involved, okay? Now, all of a sudden, they want to be at home fixing sandwiches. All of a sudden, they want to run a nigga a bath. All of a sudden, nah, we need y'all down in the mines, okay? Get down there in them coal mines, all right? You know what I'm saying? Equal opportunity out here. Say me first? Nah, see, that ain't like what Yachty say. That ain't my ministry. Okay, you know what I'm saying. I never. Hey, look, the difference is that I have respect for the blue collar. I have respect for the blue collar man, the man that works with his hands. Okay, I have a genuine respect for the men that go out here and make sure that society functions as it should. The garbage men, the electricians, the mechanics, the men who really go out here and put it on the line. You know, it's on the other side where these men don't get that same respect because they don't make a certain income or because they're not a certain height or whatever. But we gonna get to that when we get to the main topic. All right. So let's see. Say my work is real and he still gets all of that. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Shoot. Oh no, wrong sound effect right there. Yeah, for real. Mary say, not everyone wants the black lungs. Nah, I feel that. Let's see. See you mean line, please stop. Oh, Christine, nah, you Cecilia. All right, let's see. Let's get into this next quick hits here, man. The craziest thing that this woman has ever done. Let me get y'all's opinion on this shit here.
You're gonna ask me the wildest thing I ever did. Well, what's the wildest thing you ever did?
The wildest thing I ever did was sleep with 2 guys on the same day.
Jesus. That's not that wild.
And my son is 3 now.
I didn't hear that.
Jesus.
You know which one it was, right?
I'm 99.99% sure that the guy who I believe it is his dad. But there was never any testing done, so...
But he's just stepped up?
No, he's a deadbeat. He's never met our
Jesus.
son.
Right.
But my son looks just like him. But the other guy was my stalker, so I can't even go that route because he's schizophrenic and manic and bipolar and crazy. So I'm kind of stuck with the deadbeat one.
This is diabolical.
My son's 3 now, though. He's happy. He's healthy.
Are you thinking about what you're gonna tell your son?
Absolutely. I put his dad on child support so that he was on some paperwork.
Oh, period.
Yeah, so he knows this is his dad, and that's that. So when he gets older and he wants to look for him, best believe I'm gonna help him find him.
So does he pay or no?
Yeah, he pays it. He's one of those deadbeats that knows he has kids. He just chooses not to be in their lives.
Oh.
He pays on time every month. He just doesn't see our son.
What would you say to that right now?
Oh, that. That's why you didn't make it to the NBA, nigga. That's why you in the D League. That's why you still play at the YMCA and LA Fitness. Nigga. You gotta ask me the.
Jesus.
Man.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Okay. All right. So when I saw this shit, I said, okay. She said she slept with 2 guys in the same day. I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I know plenty of people that have slept with 2 people in the same day. Don't ask me if I know anything about that. It's not about me. All right. So let's get that out of the way. 1. But then 2, okay, all right, let's break this down bit by bit. Okay.
The wildest thing I ever did.
Well, what's the wildest thing you ever did?
The wildest thing I ever did was sleep with 2 guys on the same day.
That's not that wild.
And my son is 3 now.
I didn't hear that.
You know which one it was, right?
I'm 99.99% sure that the guy who I believe it is his dad.
She's 99.99% sure that the guy she wants to be the dad is the dad. Okay.
But there was never any testing done, so.
But he's just stepped up.
No, he's a deadbeat. He's never.
Yo, come on, man. Come on.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So she's 99% sure that one guy's is the father, but he's a deadbeat. But hey, the decision making out here with some women out here is just insane.
Never met our son.
Right.
But my son looks just like him. But the other guy was my stalker, so I can't even go that route because he's schizophrenic and manic and bipolar and crazy.
Schizophrenic, manic, bipolar. This is who you chose to sleep with in the same day as a day. You got a day. Hey, look, ladies. Look, ladies. Y'all got to stop talking about men and how we make these fucked up. Now, look, for the guys, why would you lay up with something like this? With someone like this? Now, let me not say something, but someone like this. But on the flip side, ladies, what are we doing? What are y'all doing? That's crazy work. Y'all don't think, am I tripping?
So I'm kind of stuck with the deadbeat one.
She's stuck with the deadbeat one, but he's never met the son.
This is diabolical.
My son's 3 now, though. He's happy. He's healthy.
Are you thinking about what you're gonna tell your son?
Absolutely. I put his dad on child support so that he was on some paperwork.
Y'all not gonna get me started on the whole child support conversation for tonight. But you putting a man on child support that you're not 100% sure. Let's start with the 99.99%. This nigga may not even be your son's father, but he's on child support. That is diabolical.
Jesus.
Okay. That is insane.
Oh, period.
Yeah, so he knows this is his dad, and that's that. So when
He don't know that that's his dad, though. He
gets
don't
older
know
and he
that.
wants to look for him, best believe I'm gonna help him find him.
So does he pay or no?
Yeah, he pays it. He's one of those deadbeats that knows he has kids, he just chooses not to be in their lives.
Oh.
He pays on time every month. He just doesn't see our son.
What would you say to that right now?
Oh, that. That's why you didn't make it to the NBA.
Man. Yo. You don't even know. Watch your baby daddy be the manic, schizophrenic, bipolar guy. Okay? She wants her son to look like the deadbeat so bad. But I don't know. Like, that's
why you in the D League. That's why you still play at the YMCA and LA Fitness. You gotta ask me the wild.
Okay. So, yo, somebody should have asked for the DNA. Yes, Miss Mad Psych. Shout out to you for being up in here tonight. Yes, somebody should have asked for the DNA. And that is why, a lot of men argue that DNA tests should be mandatory at birth. No matter whether or not the couple is in a relationship, married, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Men need to know if they are said father of said child. That saying of mama's baby, daddy's maybe is so freaking true. Okay. Now you got a guy out here being painted as a deadbeat because and he's on child support, so he can't be and it sounds like he's paying the child support on time. Because let's not get into the I'm not gonna go there tonight, but we're not gonna get into the ramifications and the punishments that come along with falling behind on said child support. But you got a guy out here who she's claiming to be a deadbeat. Now I'm not, and he might be, but at the same time, this is for the fellas out here. You know what I'm saying? You really got to know if that baby is yours, bro, because family court, child support, all of that is never gonna be in your favor. You got to get that DNA done. That is insane to me. That is insane. Oh man. Okay. All right. So let's see. Next, quick hits here. All right. So let's see. Next one here. So y'all know it's hump day. It's hump day. And we like to talk. We like to have grown folks talk over here. And last week, I was talking about how just because I may have an orgasm, just because I may buzz, that don't necessarily mean that it was good. All right. So but and we talked about that. We talked about body count and everything. And oh man, okay. So I saw this one video, and I thought it was funny, okay, because I know my preference when it comes to women. Like I like my woman with some meat on her bones, okay. I like my woman with some shape, some curve, some thickness to her. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's about a couple things, right? Just aesthetically, for me, my personal preference. Nobody else's, but for me. Aesthetically, I just think curvier women, bigger women just look better to me, okay? But then, on the other side too, like when it comes down to, being in the bedroom, having sex, like it just be on another level. But I'm gonna play this next quick hits here. Now, this is gonna be a little, she's a little graphic here, you know what I'm saying? But we just gonna debate this here. Who has the better coochie? Because I labeled this plus size versus flat back coochie. Who got that water? Okay. All right. So let's see. So let's get into today's video here, man. So we got this young lady. She said they can't bust. That's why you come to our page and mad at us. All right, here we go. We're going to see what she got to say. Here we go, okay?
Part 4, that's why it take them forever to nut when they fucking y'all. There's nothing to nut to. Then they get with a plus size woman, they nut in 2 to 3 minutes. I mean, 3-4 pumps, they can't control themselves, screaming and hollering, moaning more than she is. And that make y'all jealous. It's not a flex to get fucked for 3 and 4 hours. He can't nut. Nothing about you is turning him on except the fact that you have a pussy. Then he get with a thick ass woman or a big ass woman, big, beautiful, big, thick and all that shit. Hell, even slim thick. Okay? You don't even have to just be all plus size, even slim thick. When the ass bounce and got recoil, that's what make you hoes shake. That's what have y'all so insecure about women with fupas and women with big juicy thighs and big juicy ass, because when that ass clap, that's gonna entice that man. If you got 2 elbows for an ass, that's not a bad thing, but you gonna get put in your place when you come to my page or any plus size woman's page asserting that because you're smaller, you're prettier. Because you're smaller, you're better. No, ho, all you have is a flat stomach. You got no ass, no thighs, no man, no life, no nothing else. Having a stomach don't stop us from shit we want, except the zipper going up. And even your man like looking at that.
Woo, boy. She got some strong words for y'all. Hey, look, man, if you watching over here on Instagram, man, you got to come over to YouTube. I can't share my screen, and I would love for y'all to be a part of the convo that we having over here on YouTube. Now, I done went on ahead and put my name down in the chat. Only thing you got to do is go over to YouTube, hit that search bar, type my name in, and click on the live. All right. So, yeah. Hey, Humble Journey say, not with the bonnet on. Not with the bonnet on, Queen. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, with the recoil. With the recoil. Because I mean, look. Hey, look. I done had some flat backs, and I mean, I'm realistic. I'm realistic whenever it comes to women, right? I'm realistic that, not everybody is going to, have front and the back. Not everybody's going to have titties and ass. Some women going to have big ass, no titties, big titties, no ass. And we just work with whatever it is that you got. All right. But, But that recoil though, is it be something special, right? 2 elbows for an ass. All right, let's see. Let me play this joint back for y'all. Oh man, Bonnet Boss again.
Part 4, that's why it take them forever to nut when they fucking y'all. There's nothing to nut to.
Man. She said, it's nothing to have an orgasm too. And, sometimes she's right. She's right. Sometimes you just be humping and pumping. And I mean, enough humping and pumping, like I said last week, is going to get you said result. And that's just biology at play. All right. You know what I'm saying? Enough strokes, we going to get there. But that don't necessarily mean it was all that great. All right. But according to that one list, if you have sex for too long, then that means you gay.
Then they get with a plus size woman, they nut in 2 to 3 minutes. I mean, 3-4 pumps, they can't control themselves, screaming and hollering, moaning more than she is.
Boy, hey, look. Hey, the first time, look, my as a youngster, I mean, look, sometimes, look, even Jordan had an off night. And sometimes you have a game plan. You have a game plan as a man. You be like, all right, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna try to stay up in there as long as I can. But then sometimes you get up in there, you be like, Lord Jesus Christ, Lord, you be up in there, like
Jesus.
whew, boy, this ain't gonna last too long. This ain't gonna last too long. But you know what though? Hey, I'm gonna come back. Though. You know?
And that make y'all jealous. It's not a flex to get fucked for 3 and 4 hours. He can't nut. Nothing about you is turning him on except the fact that you have a pussy. Then he get with a thick ass woman or a big ass woman, big, beautiful, big, thick, and all that shit. Hell, even slim thick.
Lord.
Okay? You don't even have to just be all plus size, even slim thick. When the ass bounce and got recoil,
Need that
that's
bounce.
what make you hoes shake. That's what have y'all so insecure.
But that's true though. I think, women on both sides, really be having this like insecurity battle between each other. Like on the plus side, they want to be skinny. On the skinny side, they're like, damn, I wish I had more ass and titties. Like it just be a conflicting battle between each side,
About women with fupas and women with big juicy thighs and big juicy ass, because when that ass clap, that's gonna entice that man. If
Lord, yes, it is quite enticing. It is enticing. Yes, yes, indeed.
you got 2 elbows for an ass, that's not a bad thing, but you gonna get put in your place when you come to my page or any plus size woman's page asserting that because you're smaller, you're prettier.
Now, she said two she said 2 elbows. She said 2 elbows for an ass.
Jesus.
Lord. Yo, she said that ain't a bad thing.
I beg your pardon?
No, that is pretty bad. If you got 2 elbows for an ass, we got other things we need to be worried about. We gonna set you up on a total just BBL workout program, okay? Nothing but squats, hip thrusts, Romanian deadlifts, reverse lunges, step ups, abductor machine. We gonna get you on all of that, okay? Because having 2 elbows for an ass is just that ain't gonna work in 2025. Even the white men like asses now, okay? So yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Because you're smaller, you're better. No, ho, all you have is a flat stomach. You got no ass, no thighs, no man, no life, no nothing else. Having a stomach don't stop us from shit we want, except the zipper going up, and even your man like looking at that.
Oh man. Shout out to her. Shout out to her, man. All right, shout out to her. All right, so let's see. All right, let's see. What y'all talking about over here in the comments? Let's see. Say you needed that boost today. Yeah, thanks to the bonnet lady. Shout out to her. Let's see. Yeah. Be having to jump out or it's over. Look, man, you gotta sometimes you gotta pace yourself. You can't just jump up in there thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you about to just tear it down. Nah, sometimes you got to ease in there. Or else it's gonna be over real quick for you. All right, let's see. I'm not gonna lie, we feel it when it shakes. Every mirror and every window and mirror I walk by, and just look at my ass. Yeah. Hey, shout out to everybody with the asses out, with the yams, okay? Yamtastic. Y'all out here being yamtastic. Shout out to everybody with the yams and being yamtastic out here. All right. So let's see. Where do I want to go next? All right. So let's see. If a woman asks me this, let's see. Okay. Let me see what this one is. Let's see. I can't remember what this post was. But if not, I want to go. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna save that one real quick. But all right. So let's see. So next one here, I was gonna give y'all an update on B Simone. You know what? Let's get into that real quick. Since I do love that sound effect. Y'all know.
Jesus.
I I do like hitting that one.
Jesus.
All right. So we got an update on her because, a couple weeks ago she was crying about her finances and she can no longer shop at Bloomingdale's, but now she got to shop at H&M and she just don't have the liquid funds, okay? All right, so I'm gonna try to. We gonna run through these next couple quick hits because I do want to get to the main topic, and then I do got a Kendra G video. I haven't watched it. I just saw the title and I was like, all right, let's react to it. So let's run through this B Simone here real quick. Then I want to talk about Dr. Umar main topic, and then depending on what y'all want to do, we can get into this Kendra G. So let's get into this B Simone update because apparently, hey, we apparently got it wrong. Okay, all right. So she's here to clear it up. B Simone clears the air after quote unquote broke rumors. Says she just wanted to shop at H&M and they were closed. All right, let's see. Here we go.
Is she really broke? Who said I was broke? Hold on now. I didn't use those words. I know I didn't. I didn't say I was broke. Ooh, 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 ooh. I ain't never used the words broke or penny pinching. I know that much.
Stop the cap.
I know I didn't say I was broke. You're not funny at all. Oh, blocked baby. Bye. Let your last comment you'll ever be commenting. Oh my God. It's so crazy that you're saying it was H&M open on the 4th because no. I just went over there and they was closed. I did go to H&M today and it was closed. For the 4th.
I love H&M. You know, that's one of my favorites.
I know.
All right, then.
Great. H&M shopping is going great. I have an H&M bag over there on my couch, and I went to H&M today, but they were closed for the 4th. Open up this robe. You don't want to see these titties hit the ground.
Ew.
Hey, this is Chad, Van Horn Lawn Group. We are.
Oh man, I thought they was gonna play the other clip with her saying that she was crying about crying. She was crying about freaking her finances. Oh man. Tasha K, I really hate that you put this ad on here. Cause I saw another video. Oh shit. You know what? Cause I saw another video where she was talking about well, they played that clip and then it went into her talking about her finances and how she was so broke and this, that, and the third. Hold up. You know what? As a matter of fact, let me find that clip for y'all real quick. Cause I got it here from the last one. Let's see. Where's she at? Let's see. You know what? Y'all know what it is. I ain't about to go back through that. But y'all remember that clip. She was crying in tears about how she couldn't shop at Bloomingdale's, but now she's at H&M and she didn't have the liquid funds and all this and that. Yeah, she's definitely capping Humble Journeys. CAP. She is capping. All right.
Stop the cap.
All right. So let's see. Enough of that. Let's see. Let's get into Dr. Umar. Okay. So y'all know I like. Hey, look. Let me tell y'all. First off, man, y'all ain't getting that damn school because Dr. Umar is more concerned with being a content creator and crushing those cookies. Okay. He's more concerned about that than being about young black men and boys, or black boys specifically, and providing education for them. But he got caught up out there again with another woman. And this is what kills me about Dr. Umar. You know what? As a matter of fact, before we get into the actual video and him getting in a fishy situation, I do appreciate his humor, his comedy, and everything, because I truly believe that he is not going to build that school, but he is definitely a content creator, and I love the fact that he gives us content to react to. Oh, damn, I forgot about that one too. Okay. We'll get to that one maybe if we have time. All right, so let's see. Hold up. Let's see here. Okay. Here we go. I got a couple Dr. Umar clips, you know what I'm saying? And before we get into his fishy situation. All right. So let's see. Shout out to this page here, No Context Umar. All right, here we go.
Snow bunnies ain't got no backside.
Lies.
Snow bunnies ain't got. So if she's sitting on your lap, her back is on your lap, because bunnies ain't got no backside. Her back is on your lap. Her back is on your lap, because bunnies ain't got no butt. So her back is on your lap.
Stop the cap. He lying. He lying, because
Stop the cap.
Look, man, it's so many white women in the gym right now doing hella hip thrusts, eating cornbread, biscuits, everything to get thick out here. Dr. Umar is lying. You know what I'm saying? What body part was once reserved for just strictly black women? What are known for? Stereotypically, black women were known for having big asses. Yeah, that ain't the case no more. All women have big asses now. Latina women have big asses. They've been having big asses. But Latina women, white women, Asian women, Indian women, everybody got big asses now. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? Look, for him to say that, he lying. He is straight up lying. And they even saying that in the comments. I had to come through and say the lies, okay? Somebody said he living under a rock. Somebody else said, I strongly disagree, Dr. Umar. Snow bunnies got the fatties nowadays. Something is in the water. Yes, it is. You bugging. My girl got a little cake. Okay, so, you know, yeah, he's catering and pandering to his fan base. But it's all good. So let's see. So let's get into this next video here. All right. So you'll see, like I said, he is straight up comedian.
When I flirt with the women, I'm flirting with 35 to 55ers. When I flirt with the queens, that's for 35 to 55ers, okay? If you're not 35 to 55, the flirting is not for your young, thirsty ass. Listen! I need one of my 35 to 55ers to come wipe the sweat off the king. When I flirt with the women, I'm flirting.
Yo, he's funny, man. He said he flirting with the 35 to 65-year-old. Look, he wild. Okay. Oh, hold on. Wait.
Brothers, consciousness over the cookies.
Yes.
Politics over the punani.
Yes.
Revolution over the romance.
Yes.
Institutions over the intimacy.
Yes.
Business before the bedroom.
What?
Y'all know what this is. I'm very focused, brother. I'm going to talk to her about the curriculum, my brothers. I'm talking to her about saving the children, my brothers. Didn't you hear her say she needed some help with the IEP, the special ed? We trying to serve the community, serve the children.
Look. I'm going to tell y'all right now, Dr. Umar ain't been in an IEP meeting in years, okay? I'm going to just tell y'all that right now. He ain't been in nobody's IEP meeting in years. I have not seen not one testimony from not one single mom, single black mom out here that's like, oh, Dr. Umar, you know, he really gave me some good advice whenever it comes to, you know, navigating, special education and blah, blah, blah. Like, stop it.
It's not about romance. It's about revolution. It's not about romance. It's about revolution. It's politics over the punani. I told you, Negroes. Y'all not
He
listening
told
to me.
y'all. Y'all ain't listening.
Consciousness over the cookies.
Y'all
I
ain't listening.
told you. Purpose over the peach cobbler. I told you, Negroes. It's purpose.
Okay, all right. Hold on. Let me get to my other ones here, cause I'm trying to get through this. All right, let's see. Here we go. Oh man, consciousness over the punani. Okay, but like I say, man, he's a straight up comedian, man. All right, let's see. This is one of my favorite ones right here. Here we go, and then we're gonna get into him getting in his fishy situation.
Sometimes your wife gonna come home frustrated and she had a bad day and the things just didn't go right and she ain't gonna wanna be caressed and she ain't gonna wanna be massaged and she ain't gonna want a forehead kiss. She gonna want her cookies crushed. Every once in a while, your queen is gonna want her cookies crushed. And when your queen needs you to crush those cookies, you have to be able to meet the demand. Every sister, I don't care how spiritual she is,
Right.
I don't care how feminine she is,
Right.
every once in a while, she want cookies crushed. Sometimes
Yo, shout out to Dr. Umar, man. Every once in a while. And see, and every once in a while, your queen to be wants her cookies crushed. Okay. Oh man, she want her cookies crushed, bruh. Like, look, she ain't with all that caressing. Look, let him tell it one more time, man.
Sometimes your wife gonna come home frustrated and she had a bad day and the things just didn't go right and she ain't gonna wanna be caressed and she ain't gonna wanna be massaged and she ain't gonna want a forehead kiss. She gonna want her cookies crushed. Every once in a while, your queen is going to want her cookies crushed. And when your queen needs you to crush those cookies, you have to be able to meet the demand.
All right, man. Oh man. Okay, I guess I'm the only one that find this shit funny because ain't nobody saying nothing else over here in the chat. But that shit's fucking hilarious to me. Sorry, not sorry. Hey, every once in a while, she want them cookies crushed. Okay? And y'all ain't getting that damn school. All right. Y'all heard it here 100 times. All right. Y'all ain't getting that damn school. All right. So let's get into him though. Because man, on top of him getting caught up with the conscious stripper, years ago, because I'm not gonna front, what I'm saying, whenever I was in my hotep black power, black empowerment phase, we need reparations and da 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 da. Whenever I was in that phase, between Dr. Umar, Tariq Nasheed, and all the Pan-Africanist pro black folks, he was one of the ones that I really, consumed a lot of his content. But then when he got caught up with the conscious stripper, that was like the turning point for me because he was out here preaching celibacy, he wasn't having sex and blah blah blah, but then he got caught up with the conscious stripper. But every few years, like, he gets caught up with another woman. Like earlier in the year, he got caught up with his daughter. His daughter came out here and was putting him on blast. Then he said with the school, somebody broke into the damn school because he was gone for 30 days and he got to go back and look at the footage. And I ain't even heard nothing else about about the school and the footage and all of that. But now, he done got caught up in another situation with another lady who, allegedly has been taking funds from the FDMG and all this and that, but I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. And then after this, man, we're gonna get into to the main topic for tonight. Appreciate y'all. If y'all haven't already, man, make sure you go ahead and like the stream. The likes are free, and if you like what we're doing here, you know, you can hit the Cash App. You know, you can hit the Venmo, the PayPal. You can hit the Super Chat. You know what I'm saying? And like
donation.
You can give a brother a couple donations. You know what I'm saying? Couple little coins, couple little shillings if you like what we doing over here. But let's get into it, man. Throat goat drama. Here we go.
Lene Stacks, Siobhan Stone, Lene Stacks, throat goat, hood rat, jump off, fishy coochie, the queen of fishy coochie. I believe she may have taken information regarding the bank account of FDMG and my personal. I discussed this with the attorneys. The attorneys told me that it would be in my advantage if Siobhan Stone, throat goat, or Pastor Bussy tries to access my personal account or the school's account, because that is a federal crime. I saw her privately 3 times inside of the same Philadelphia hotel after hours for no more than 2 or 3 hours. Lene, this young lady told me that she would not mind coming to care for my mother. I assured her that I would pay her, and I did pay her. And this is going to be important when I bring up the attorney in a minute, because I consulted with an attorney in Kansas City who told me that if I can prove that I paid her to care for my mother, then she can be charged with HIPAA violations for discussing my mother's personal, sensitive medical information without permission. This young lady, 3 throat goat sessions turned into a 2.5-year relationship with marriage, love, masturbation. Talking about I ate out your fish tank. You have an aquarium down there. She has an aquarium down there with every creature in the ocean. She got squid, she got clams between her legs, she got oysters, she got shrimps between her legs, she got salmon, whiting, tilapia, you name it, she got it. Squid, octopus, every funky creature is between them legs, brothers and sisters. She needs a yoni steam, a yoni dream, and a yoni clean. 3, I want to apologize to all black women that I had to divulge so much of my personal, intimate details, Sister Stacy, but I got a woman who's trying to destroy my life, my credibility. She's trying to slander my mother, get my mother taken from me because I don't want to be with her in a romantic capacity.
Oh my gosh.
You know, but be that as it may, we don't have to talk about that, but we want to apologize.
Okay, so we got a statement. We got a quote, I guess, from that same video. And y'all know how I like to read these and get dramatic with it real quick. So here we go. This woman, and you know I gotta say it 3 times. This woman, Siobhan Stone, aka Lene Stacks of Kansas City, Missouri, is so trifling. This woman, Siobhan Stone, a.k.a. Lene Stacks of Kansas City, Missouri, is so trifling. She missed her son's IEP meeting to come to Philadelphia and get her cookies crushed by the prince of Pan-Africanism. She came to Philadelphia to get her cookies crushed. She had the nerve to tell me that her other son, who was a young adult, was going to stand in for her at quote unquote Chunky's IEP meeting. Are you serious? Your son has autism. I repeat, your son has autism. I repeat, your son has autism. Is always in trouble. And you willingly missed the meeting to chase Shango Stick in Philadelphia and get those cookies crushed. If you live in the Kansas City, Missouri, and know Chunky's father, please have him call Dr. Umar. I will help him. I will help that man get his son's IEP services in order for free. I'm gonna stop that right there. Yeah, we're gonna stop the cap on that.
Stop the cap.
As someone who works in special education, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. He needs to get custody of his son from this woman. I repeat, he needs to get custody of his son from this woman. You have a lawsuit against that school. However, Siobhan is too thirsty chasing penis to help her son. However, Siobhan is too thirsty chasing penis to help her son. One more time, I said Siobhan is too thirsty chasing penis to help her son because she wants to get those cookies crushed by the prince of Pan-Africanism, the descendant of Frederick Douglass. Okay. Oh man, yo. All right. So first off, my whole thing with this whole situation is you claim that you only got the throat treatment from Miss Siobhan 3 times. But out of those 3 times, how do you turn a 3-time throat goat session into a 2-year relationship? But then you're going to sit up here and down talk the woman and say she got fishy coochie, but you was smashing on, eating on all the seafood in the sea for the next 2 years, brother. Tell me where that makes sense at. Tell me where that makes sense, because it don't. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I swear, man. See, he talking about, he talked to the attorneys. Dr. Umar swear he always be talking to some attorneys and this, that, and the third. And it's just like, bruh, stop it, man. Yo, I'm gonna need you to go figure out how you can be a part of your daughter's life. I need you to figure out what's going on with that security footage at the FDMG Academy for Boys. That's what we concerned about, brother, is the school. Because you crushing the stinky coochie. You know what I'm saying? But you supposed to be, what do you say? Revolution over Punani. What did he say? Hold on, let me go back to that first one. What did he say? He said revolution over Punani, business over Punani, all of that. But here he is, sometime later, talking about, you know what I'm saying? Wait, oh Lord, come on now. Don't do this to me. Instagram, let's see. Here we go. Don't do this to me now. Shoot, messing up my flow. Oh no, this ain't it. This one wasn't it either. Anyway. But what did he say? He said revolution over Punani. But clearly, the Punani,
brothers, consciousness over the cookies.
Consciousness
politics over the Punani. Revolution over the romance. Institutions over the intimacy. Business before the bedroom. Y'all.
But see, the other thing that I was questioning too, y'all, was like, how does your girl have that much access to the FDMG funds and bank accounts and all this and that? This be letting me know that, like, you really not putting the consciousness over the Punani. Like, How does that even work? I'm so confused at the things he says. But see, people out here love to say that he's speaking truth. There's a couple of people that I would put in a certain category. Dr. Umar, Cheyenne Bryant, who else? What's his name? Yada, Awakening. It's so many people that I would just put in their own separate group where they really be acting like they living a certain type of lifestyle, but they really not though. They really not. Because you getting caught up in shit like this, bruh. Yeah, it is not consciousness over coochie.
I know what this is. I'm very focused, brother.
Very focused. Very focused. But he out here, eating coochie that's like he out here eating coochie that's stinky. You know what I'm saying? Got all the sea animals in it and whatever, lobster, shrimp, crab, stingray, dolphin, whale, great white shark, crustacean, oysters. Like, bruh, man, I'm not buying it. Okay, all right, so. All right, man. So, all right, we got through that. So, now it is time to get to the main topic for tonight. All right. So, if you haven't already, man, make sure you go ahead and like the stream. Y'all let me know, man. Hey, look, am I tripping whenever it comes to Dr. Umar? Am I tripping? Am I looking at the same thing? Are y'all looking at the same thing I'm looking at? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Cause it's consciousness over Punani. Okay. Also, this joker out here scuba diving in in the. I'm telling you, this shit is crazy. Cause sometimes your queen wants to get her cookies crushed. Yo, that shit will forever be funny to me. Okay. But y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Also, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all like the pink and blue like kind of vibe I got going on here in the back. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that too, man. All right. So let's see. So we're gonna get into the main topic, and then it's 11:38. Oh, we making good timing tonight. All right, cause this ain't gonna take too long. All right, and then we're gonna maybe do a Kendra G reaction, and then I'm gonna send y'all on y'all's way, man. But I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy tonight, man. This has been fun, and I appreciate y'all being on time. And I feel like with me promoting this enough and getting people to come on through. All right, so let's see. Let me check on a couple things. Okay, all right. So let's see. All right. So let's see. Where's she at? Okay. Ladies, which one are you choosing? Okay. So like I said earlier in the stories, I put a post up basically asking, out of these four guys, which one would you choose based on said characteristics, their age, how they look, and all of that good stuff, right? So, and this really comes from a video that I just saw that I'm going to play for y'all. And I'm going to, no, you haven't missed it all, Jay Brick. Come on over to YouTube because we just get into the main topic. All right, so go ahead, come on over to YouTube right this second. All right, so let's see. So okay, so again, I put this up on my stories, and let me pull it up real quick. All right, So let's see. So who are you choosing? Okay, so we got A, B, C, and D. A, Marcus. I think he's 28. Let's see. He's a fitness instructor. No kids. He's super caring, but his Achilles heel, he's terrible in bed. Okay. B, we got Deshaun. Deshaun. Let's see. I can't remember how old Deshaun is, but he let's see. No kids. He's a club owner. He's super romantic, jealous, but his Achilles heel is that he's jealous. All right. Then we got Chris, who's 40. All right. See him here with his two beautiful girls. He's a bank manager. He's a single dad. He's a great cook. But his Achilles heel is that he's controlling. Then we got Melvin. We got Melvin, the stud over here. All right. So Melvin has one kid, just did 10 years in prison, which could serve as his Achilles heel. But he's great in bed. He knows how to crush those cookies. And he owns a mechanic shop. All right. So we're going to see who this young woman chooses. And then I'm going to show y'all the results of whenever I asked the women on my Instagram who they would also choose. So let's get into it. All right. Let's see who she's going to choose. As a matter of fact, before I play the video, who do y'all think she's going to choose? Is she going to choose Marcus, A, the personal trainer, Deshaun, the club owner, Chris, who's 40, who's the bank manager, or Melvin, who is the mechanic shop owner? So before I play the video, I want y'all to give me y'all's votes. And then I'm going to give y'all about maybe 20 seconds because I know I got a delay over here on my side. But let me know, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Give y'all about 20 seconds and then we're going to go ahead and play the video. Because for me, look, I knew who she was going to pick, but and we're going to talk about why I think most women chose this, but all right, so we got Brittany in the building. Shout out to Brittany. You know what I'm saying? She be showing your boy love over on the Instagram side of the game. She be sharing my posts, and I greatly appreciate it. She says whichever one was terrible in bed, that would be Marcus. But got everything else going on. You can definitely teach someone how to please you. Okay. I know we was talking last week, like, hey, look, man, at these big ages that we're at right now, I don't want to necessarily deal with someone who's inexperienced or really not that great in bed. But if you have other qualities, I would be willing to overlook that and just kind of guide you along if you willing to learn. All right. So let's see. No one else. Y'all ain't voting. Okay. CC's the only one. CC and Brittany. Okay. All right. So let's see. So let's go ahead and play it and then I'm gonna give my commentary afterwards. Here we go.
So who you choosing? A, B, C, or D?
That's so wrong to do a black man like that. Goodness, no. All right. Ooh, 10 years in prison?
10 years.
Great. I mean, for what though?
You give
I mean, because if it was money laundering, then,
right? Okay, got you. I got you. Because of the crowd.
Yeah. I mean, I would say A because you can fix terrible in bed. Everybody is teachable. Yeah.
Okay.
And runner up is D.
You don't give a chance.
Yeah,
Take it one day.
yeah. I mean, why
what
not?
did you
Play as fuck up.
do? Like that. They gonna like you.
Play as fuck up.
All right. So,
Okay, all right. So she chose A, Marcus, but D was definitely the runner up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All right, so let's look at all of these characteristics real quick. So A, Marcus, again, you know, I was talking to I don't know if Humble Journeys is still up in here. Humble Journeys, man, hey, put a one in the chat if you still here, my good brother. But you know, I was talking to the homie, you know, before the live stream, and you know, he made a good point. He said, and I was like, man, I questioned it at first, but then I was like, he's probably right, because he said it sounds like a woman created this, and I was like, you know what, you're probably right. A woman probably did make this up. You know what I'm saying? Because whenever you look at the characteristics of all of these men, you know, there's a fatal flaw in each of them, except for Melvin. Whenever you look at it, because if you look at Marcus, you know, I mean, you look at him aesthetically, he's aesthetically pleasing. You know, he doesn't have any kids. He's super caring, but you know, maybe a lot of women are not gonna deal with a nigga who's terrible in bed. All right, so that's his fatal flaw. And I was talking to a couple of people that, you know, had voted on it, and I was asking them why they voted the way that they voted. And you know, I know somebody told me that they wouldn't fuck with Marcus because he probably fucks his clients. That is a reputation that I'm not gonna say me, some personal trainers have, is that they be fucking on their clients. All right, so I mean, I get it. Now, whenever it comes to Deshaun B, you know, no kids. He's a club owner. You know, some women felt like that was a strike against him because, you know, he's probably gonna be flirting with a bunch of women, probably fucking on other chicks, this, that, and the third. Even though he's super romantic, he's jealous. And a lot of women were not necessarily feeling the jealous aspect. All right. Then when we got to Chris, you know, Chris, he's a bank manager. So, okay. So, you know, got a good job. You can maybe assume that he's fiscally responsible. He's good with his money. Maybe he makes wise financial decisions, even though, you know, he's a single dad. He got 2 kids. Got 2 kids, but he's a great cook, you know, because I know a lot of y'all can't cook, you know what I'm saying? But his Achilles heel is that he's controlling. Now, to me, you got to think about, like, what's your definition of controlling? You know, is controlling, you know, setting boundaries, you know, things that he's not willing to tolerate. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he not gonna be, you know, fucking with you being out here in the streets and doing all this willy-nilly type shit? You know what I'm saying? Or is he really being controlling in terms of the types of moves that you make and telling you that you can't do this and you can't do that, and the only way you're gonna be with me is if you're a certain type of way? So controlling can be, you know, it's a gray area with that. Then we got the homie Melvin. We got the stud. We got the stud Melvin, all right? You know what I'm saying? He got 1 kid. He just did 10 years in prison, which I said could be his Achilles heel. Into the young lady's point here in the video, she's like, well, depending on what he went to prison for, I can overlook it. And for a lot of the women that I converse with behind the scenes, they also said that they would fuck with Melvin because they're not going to hold Melvin's past against him. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to hold the fact that, he went to prison. Maybe he came out, he's rehabilitated, he's a business owner now. He only has one kid and he looks good and he's going to crush those cookies. He gonna crush those cookies in the way you need them to be crushed. All right. So the young lady here, she picked A, but Melvin would be, the runner-up. So, so I decided to ask, the women on my Instagram, who would they choose, and I knew what the answer was going to be and everything, but let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and show the answers from the poll, and I'm pretty sure that it hasn't changed since posting it, because this character was definitely in the lead. But before I show that, let's see. Cece says, I choose Melvin because I want a man with children. He is fine. He's a business owner. He knows how to crack my back. He knows how to crush those cookies. And that 10-year charge may be something as dumb as a weed charge. Yo, it's so funny to me how y'all are so willing to give allowance for, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't. But y'all will give more allowance to a man that has been in prison than the average man out here who is out here making it happen for him and his kids. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. But anyways, let me share said results. And of course, ladies only, who you choosing? So apparently Melvin won with 44% of the women's votes. All right. So then Deshaun coming in second, Marcus coming in third, and then Chris. Y'all ain't show Chris no kind of love. Chris was 0%. Man, 0%. None of y'all said that y'all were fucking with the bank manager who's a single dad. He's a great cook, but he may be controlling. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay. So so let's see. So I know some of y'all were saying that y'all can fuck with Marcus. I know Brittany said that she could fuck with Marcus because, he has a lot of good things going on, but he may not be the best in bed, and that's a skill that can be taught. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's not that and it depends on what a woman would qualify as terrible in bed. Terrible in bed could mean like, he don't last that long in bed. Terrible in bed could mean like he just want to do missionary, even though I love a good missionary. I ain't gonna hold you. I like a good missionary. Okay. All right. Terrible in bed can mean like he can't find the clitoris. Okay. Terrible can mean a lot of things, but I think with communication and just working through it, that's something that could be worked on. Deshaun came in second place. No kids. He's a club owner. Again, I think the funds. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that moolah.
Donations.
You know what I'm saying?
Donations.
And he got the teddy bear aesthetic. He's super romantic. But some women may like a little bit of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? They want their man to be all about my woman. Because ain't that what y'all say about my man? So you may want your man to be a bit jealous, and just be all about you. So, but then we got Chris here. Chris ain't get no fucking love from nobody. And I had quite a few people vote on this, which is funny. Because, the thing that was funny to me about this is that, whenever we have these conversations about dating and women being mad at the fact that a lot of men are not wanting to date women who are single mothers and have, multiple kids by multiple men, there for some reason, it turns into, you know, y'all tend to flip it on a way that still paints the man in a negative light, even though he has his preferences. But on the flip side, when you're given the same choice, you're not going to talk to a nigga who got 2 kids. But y'all don't want to see it from the other side, all right? And like I said, with the controlling aspect, again, the controlling could be, depends on, your experience and what your definition of controlling is. Now, you got Melvin, who really doesn't have any negative qualities. Like, if Melvin was to have, if you took out, just did 10 years in prison, okay? So let's say he got 1 kid, great in bed, owns a mechanic shop, but his flaw was narcissistic. Who would y'all choose then? Would y'all still choose Melvin? Or would you go ahead and be like, look, you know what? I'm not dealing with a narcissist. I'm gonna go ahead and deal with Marcus. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would y'all choose for real? If we marked out the 10 years in prison and replaced that with narcissist, what would y'all do? Because again, man, like, all of these guys have, glaring red flags, but Melvin, hey, look, I know brothers who have come out of prison and have, changed their life for the better, and they're functioning members of society and all this and that or whatnot. But they probably still got some, some character flaws within them and everything. Because nobody's perfect. But you replace that 10-year prison bid with narcissists. What y'all gonna do? What are y'all gonna do? So, I thought that was interesting. I thought that was a cool little thing to put out here and see what y'all got to say. Cece say, I'll choose my pillow. It was a lot of women that chose that said that they weren't gonna choose anybody. And I'm like, nah, you gotta choose one. Gotta choose one. So, but let's see. Let me go back to the original video, and I want to go through some of the comments. Let me get rid of that. All right. Let me maximize this, and let's go through some of these comments. All right. So, because CC going with Melvin. I think Brittany said she was going with Marcus. All right, let's see. So, one person said B, 2 ladies said B. Some woman said normalize saying none of them. Another woman said A, we can always teach something nice. Another woman said B, I can still put up with jealous. I can still put up with a jealous person because I'm loyal. So there's absolutely nothing to be jealous about. Someone else said A is the only option. Someone else said D, but depends on what took him to jail. Someone else said I'll remain single. Someone else said, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? All the options bad, low key. If the dad wasn't controlling, he'd be cool. But I'm gonna have to go with the felon, okay? Someone else said, why is D the only one that says nothing about his personality? Exactly. That was, Humble Journey's point. And, and I was like, man, that was a great point. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. Someone else said she just ain't want to say D. Exactly. She really wanted to go with D. And like I said, with some of the women that I talked to today, they were saying aesthetically, they liked Melvin. They was like, ooh, I went to D so fast. I was like, okay. All right, let's see. Who else? All right. Someone else said, two people said E. I choose myself. All right, D. I choose peace. All right, so so it's kind of mixed there in the comments, but there was no mixing. There was no mixing here. All right, nah, I had enough narcs. Everyone else not attractive to me. She said she popping a balloon on them. She popping a balloon. All right. All right, so let's see. All right, so let's see. So last thing for the night, it is 12:01. All right, and we're gonna wrap this thing on up. But before we wrap it up, I got another I did see this. Okay. All right. So I got one more video here that we're gonna react to. It's from Kendra
That's
G.
right.
Because again, man, look, man, I as much as y'all may think like, damn, man, like Justin, J-Mo always talking down on women, like he hate women. He's a misogynist. He, but the fact of the matter is that my relationships with women outside of doing this live stream are excellent. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I like women. I'm curious about women and why y'all think the way that y'all think. But, sometimes I be like, yo, y'all be on some bullshit for real. Some of the things y'all say, some of the ways y'all act, I just be like, come on now. But, but again, man, I love women, man. So, so, so we're gonna get into this Kendra G reaction. Let's see. If you're watching over here on Instagram, if you're watching on IG, please come over to the YouTube side of the game. We got one more video and then we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. I got my name down, pinned in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, come on over to YouTube and join us over here in the chat. All right. So let's see. Here we go. Got this Kendra G video here. So the title is Divorced and clear on what she wants. She wants a professional that makes at least $150,000. Okay. All right.
Jesus.
Lord Jesus. Okay. All right. So again, like I said, if you're watching over on IG, I can't share my screen. So I need you to go ahead and come on over to YouTube. All right. So let's see. Let's get into it.
Okay, sorry. Yes, I'm sorry.
All right, Monica. Let me get my pen. Ooh, child, where's my pen? All right, where you calling me from? Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
The good old state of Georgia.
Oh, this is so much better. So it was your computer.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 54.
54. And what do you do for a living?
I'm retired.
Okay. You have any kids?
I have 2 grown children.
How old are your grown children?
I have a son that's 24 years old. He's still living in New Jersey. and I have a daughter that's going to school, college here in Georgia.
Okay. How old is your daughter?
She's 19.
19, 24 and 19. Both by the same man?
I was married for 16 years, and that's my daughter, and my son is from my previous relationship for that.
So when did you get divorced?
2 kids by 2 baby daddies.
In
Okay.
2021.
Got you. And what's your zodiac sign?
Hey, look. Hey, look. Me, I'm not going to make allowance just because you're in your 50s now, and you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like, nah, you got 2 kids by 2 different dudes, okay? That's just it. Point blank, period.
Scorpio.
Yeah. All right. So we got Monica, Georgia, 54, Scorpio, is retired, mom to 2 grown children. She was once married. What kind of man you looking for, Monica?
I just relocated not too long ago from New Jersey. So after my divorce, I took some time out just to chill until I got down here. And I want someone that I can actually have an intelligent conversation with. I don't want someone with a whole bunch of baby mama drama because I don't have any drama in my life. I would like a professional man. You don't have to be rich, but you definitely have to meet me at the table I'm sitting at.
Okay, well, let's get there. You done brought it up. So what is the minimum salary to meet you at the table?
150,000.
Woo! 150,000. Could 150,000
donations.
Jesus.
Donations.
All right.
Big money, Monica said. Don't play with me.
Oh, and after this is said and done, I got something else. I got something special for y'all. All right, we're gonna put these stats into a calculator to see what are the chances that you would be able to get said man. All right.
So if you make less than 150K, don't reach out to you.
I've hustled all my life. Like, I worked hard. My kids know about hard work. So I respect a very strong man, hardworking man, and who is just, trying to be his very best instead of just, being complacent and settling.
So if he doesn't make 150K, should he not reach out to you?
You have to make at least 6 figures because I have, I like nice things. I like nice fine dining, but I do sometimes like to sit at home. I know how to cook, but I want to go out. And men today, I find that they don't date. They don't date. I guess they just want to, just hang out or sit around, but they don't. I feel like you have to date.
Okay, all right. I got the pause. I got the pause right here, y'all. Okay, I got the pause right here. 1, don't reach out to her unless you make 6 figures. Again, the amount of people who make 6 figures in the United States, that is a small number of men. All right. I don't know how many times like men have to logically explain this shit. You know what I'm saying? But for the men who, are high earning, in that even if you're in that 6 figure range, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're making like 70, 80 and up into the 100, into the 6 figures. Do you know, like, women, everybody wants them. And then not let you be 6 foot, handsome, good personality, all of that. But do y'all know, like, he has the whole wide world In his hands, he got the whole world. In his hands, he got the whole world. Like literally, he got the whole world in his hands. Like he has his pick of the litter. And I think, and look, maybe we might get into the Kendra cam, but she's pricing herself out the game. And it's unfortunate because for a woman her age, she's not a bad looking woman. She could obtain a man at her age with her looks, but the y'all's biology prevents and social media and everything else prevents y'all from actually getting a guy that may be on your level. You know what I'm saying? But all right, let's see. Let's keep going.
Someone to get to know them really good in different environments.
So here's the thing. Men date. The question is, are you attracting the men that want to date?
Oh, let me speak on that real quick. In the dating thing, men don't date nowadays. How many videos have we seen where we've had Tiffany Haddish say that, whenever she was younger, she used to use guys for foodie calls, basically. A lot of women are just out here using guys for free dates, and dating has become really transactional. The only way that you could talk to me is if you are willing to spend money on me. Why does it always have to come down to the money? And I mean, I'm not saying that there's no romance without finance, but why is that the first thing that y'all jump to? But let's keep going. Because
I'm not looking.
Hold up. Because let's be for real. As much as people love to say that, black men are this and that, and, somehow, some way, black women are outpacing black men. Whenever you look at the stats show that on average, black men are still out earning black women, and most black men out here, the majority, even if it is a small majority, are single and childless. So black men are not out here creating all of these broken homes. You can listen to Dr. Cheyenne Bryan all you want to and all these other people, but whenever you look at the numbers and you look at the stats, a lot of the stereotypes that are portrayed about black men are just simply not true. All right, let's get back into the video. Sorry.
Looking as hard, and because I don't know my way around here that well, I'm just a little bit, just closed off a bit.
Okay. So just to be clear, because you didn't really answer my question, so we have to make at least 100K or don't reach out.
Yeah, at least 6 figures. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What are your deal breakers?
Not making 6 figures.
I don't want a smoker. I don't want a man that you have to have at least at the minimum a bachelor's degree. I don't want anyone that doesn't have at least a bachelor's degree.
Let's stop right there again. See, this is okay. There's a difference between intelligence. There's a difference between having a degree and being actually intelligent. And you know what I found is that just because I've talked to a lot of women that maybe degreed up, bachelor's, master's, doctorate, double PhD, double master's, but that doesn't mean a damn thing to me. That just shows me that you know how to study. That shows me that you know how to write. That doesn't really display any type of intelligence to me, because also you're talking to someone who also has a master's degree. You know what I'm saying? But I don't lead with that. I will never talk to a woman and say, you know what, I got my master's. Like, that's not a selling point, a bragging point, nothing to brag about, whatever. You know what I'm saying? that was the requirement for the profession that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? But I've talked to women who, don't have a degree, don't have a bachelor's, maybe have an associate's, but they have way more intellect than the women that do have said degrees and bachelors. And even on the men's side, I've had so many conversations, great conversations with men who don't hold said degrees, but they have other trade skills, personality traits that outweigh the fact that they're in college. Like, I was brought up to, I'm sorry, I'm just going to go on a rant here about this because I was brought up to treat people on the same level, no matter whether you had a doctorate or you graduated with your high school diploma. Like, that shit does not matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody chooses their own path in life and whichever way they want to go, whether they want to go the college route, they want to go trade route, they want to be an entrepreneur or whatever. But that does not equate to intelligence and being able to have a conversation, like an intelligent conversation. Like, that shit is just, that's irritating. that's a what women say, that's a ick for me. All right, I'm gonna go back. Let's get back into the video.
I don't. I think, did I say the smoking? I don't do smoking. I don't like smoking. I don't want you to do smoking. And I don't want anyone who have very young children. I'm ready to travel. I'm ready to just get up and go. So.
Okay. Okay. And should he look a certain way?
He has to be attracted to me, and I have to be attracted to him. Okay. For it to work.
When did you get divorced? Years ago?
I want to know what that means, though.
And it would have probably been sooner, but it's COVID, around that COVID time, so you had to wait. Okay. But 2021.
All right, we already did the money questions. We got that out the way. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay.
Okay, let's see the body now.
I have my house thing on that I wear around the house. So
again, look, you can't be out here 54, wanting a guy that's making six figures, wanting a guy that has a bachelor's degree at bare minimum, wanting him to have his passport and all this and that, being exposed to a vast group of men, but the way you're presenting yourself is, oh, this is what I got on, lounging around the house. I'm going to need you to look your best whenever you come on the Kendra G Show. I say that with each and every video, but come on, ladies. Like, y'all, man, look, and I was on the Kendra G app, and I'm going to tell you, a nigga was not impressed. A nigga was not impressed with what I saw on the Kendra G app. You know what I'm saying? And just, hey, come over to the YouTube side of the game. My name is pinned down in the chat. Come on over. All right.
Let's see.
Let's see what the body looking like, because the body got a body.
Okay, we see you, girl. All right, black dress.
Jesus.
Again, you what's going on, friend? Look, man, you cannot be making all these said demands, and this is what men are looking. Anyways,
so Monica, you are in Georgia. You're 54. What's the age range you want to date?
Just so you know, I was in your app, and I kept getting a lot of men that were in their 30s. I will not date anyone in their 30s.
Okay. So
they wanted
no
a sugar
30s.
mama.
Not me. It won't be me.
Okay.
But I prefer someone that's if not my age, like 55 to 60.
Older.
And if you're 60, you have to be a very active 60-year-old, because I'm very hyper. I'm 54, but I probably act more like I'm 35.
Okay. So if you're in the 60s, you have to be.
You can't be grandpa wanting to sit in the couch. I'm not going to do that.
Okay, not going to do that. Okay, she's not gonna do that. Okay, fair enough. When was your last relationship, Monica?
To be honest with you, after my divorce, I didn't engage in any relationship because I knew I was relocating down here. So since I've been down here, I went on quite a few dates. So I guess my last, the one that you normally ask, the next question.
Which you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but that's on you.
But that's the only like relationship I've had. It's been about, a little under a year. Yeah.
Was it a relationship or was it a situationship?
I didn't want to settle, so that was that.
Okay, the question was it a relationship?
Hey, look, man. Look, in the words of KS, man. Hey, look, man. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. Hey, look, man. You know, women will never settle. You know, and again, you know, if all women are looking for the same type of guy, at the end of the day, would you be willing to share said guy? All right. I don't know, but we're gonna put this in a calculator here in a second.
Relationship or was it a situationship?
It was a relationship on one end, and it was a situationship for me because I didn't.
Then it wasn't a relationship; it was a situationship. A relationship is you guys both agree that you're exclusive. Did you guys both agree?
We were exclusive. We were. Hmm?
Okay,
so but as we were going on in the relationship or a situationship, whatever, I didn't. It wasn't something I wanted to continue with.
So what made it a situationship versus a relationship?
I think it probably could have been a relationship, but there were some things that, or behavior that I didn't like, and I didn't continue it for it. So I guess I should say that.
Okay.
I didn't continue it. So.
And that ended when?
October of last year.
And how old was he?
57.
Okay, gotcha.
57.
And what are 3 flaws you have to work on, Monica?
I really want to know why the situationship ended though. That's what I want to know. From at least from her point of view. At least from her point of view, I want to know why the situationship ended. You know what I'm saying? Ah, Lord Jesus Christ. All right, so now 3 flaws that she has to work on now. Because I mean, I know that women get, y'all are perfect. There's nothing that y'all need to work on, and it's always the guy's fault. We had so much work to do. It's always Jermaine's fault. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what she got to say.
I'm a bit of a perfectionist. When I do things, I want it done like exactly right, and that's not how the world works. I guess like in the house, like I'm a neat freak. Like I just don't like dirty stuff. I don't like anything dirty. I can be, and the perfectionist part is I treat people very nicely. I'm very respectful. But sometimes I expect people to be the way I am. And that's not how the world works. Not everyone is like that. And I would say I can be a little bit more patient.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Well, I got my stuff together. I am an excellent cook. I have always been a great mom. I get along with just about anyone. I guess I'm one of the the girls that you could take around, your friends, your, mom, I'm not clingy. I'm okay if you go hang out with your friends, you know.
Okay.
And I'm fun. I'm fun. I love to do fun things. Bowling, like the top golf, I like the race car driving and all the fun stuff.
Ooh, okay. So we got Monica, Georgia, makes 150K. Make sure you make her requirement is make 150K, bare minimum 100K.
Yeah.
54, Scorpio, mom. She was married. Do you want to get married again?
Yeah, I do. I want to date with a person.
Yo, what I be telling y'all week after week, man. I be telling y'all this shit week after week. Like, after you reach a certain age, like, look, man, marriage is just it's a wrap. It's a wrap. There might be a small minority of people that will get married after age 35, but if you've been with someone for 16, I think she was married for at least, I know she was married for over 10 years, but I think she said like maybe 14 to 16, somewhere in the teens. She talking about she want to get married again. Man, like, you look, you got to find somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that you vibe with. This is my philosophy, man. You know, because for me, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Like, I don't want to get, and maybe this is a bit of projection, but this is what I see. This is just my own observation of older people, that's 35 and up, 40 and up, 50 and up, trying to date and get married out here. Like, it ain't gonna happen. Find somebody that you could chill with, you could rock with, y'all vibe, y'all have a good time together. The sex is good, y'all. It's peaceful times, and then whenever the said situation, whenever the time is up, the time is up. Y'all bid each other adieu. Y'all are cool. We're both grown enough to realize it ain't going nowhere, and you can go on about your way, I can go on about mine. But if I see you in the streets, I'll say, hey, we can hug, we can have a drink. But to talk about still trying to get married again, and this is the thing that, like, I don't know if a lot of married women, like, who are divorcees and get back out here in the dating game, realize, like, you can't jump out here and think that you just gonna get the cream of the crop, toppity top, when you out here competing with women out here that are 20 years younger than you, still fertile, still, man, I don't understand it. But let's see what you got to say, Jessica. Marriage is a business arrangement. To me, as a competent businesswoman, I have to protect my time and resources. That's how I see it. Love is a dime a dozen. You can vibe with almost anybody. I mean, I'm just saying, you gotta find somebody you can vibe with, and then and that be it. All right, let's see. Let's keep going. Let's finish this out.
Purpose. So I just, I'm not gonna be, around doing a whole bunch of stuff. I want one decent guy who is very respectful, but a strong man who's confident.
Do you want to share why you got a divorce?
Let's hear it. Share it.
I would say weak and untrustworthy.
Your ex-husband.
Yes.
So what was the things that you did wrong in the marriage?
I stayed too long.
So you were perfect and he was the only.
No, it wasn't that I was perfect. The one thing I would never do and have never done is cheat. So there you have it.
fair. Listen,
But
that's fair. So we know. So
Uh,
basically, you're
oh god. Okay. No, no women cheat. All of y'all are just super faithful. You know, it's always the man that's out here, you know, entertaining other hoes and fucking on somebody else and this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, yo, y'all got, man, like, can we see this? Can we be real? Stop the cat, because I'm not believing that. I'm not believing that just, you know, he just did whatever and there was, all right.
ex-husband is the one that ruined the marriage.
right, because I will say this: he tried to, and I probably should have left when I was supposed to, but you know the children were young, so I kind of stayed for them, which no one should probably ever do. But it is what it is.
Okay. Well, fair enough. We're past that. All right. So you would desire to get married again?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's do it, Monica. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
I was, but I told you the 30-year-olds and the Africans who are all engineers. It was crazy.
Yeah. So now we have video verification, but you can only share the dating app profile. You can't share anything else. So that's the only way the guy watching can reach out to you.
Okay. I'll sign back on because it's in my subscription in the phone, so I'll be able to.
Well, this would have been a wonderful time for you to share it with the man watching that would fit. What, do you remember your name at all?
It's probably Monica C, I think.
Monica is a very popular name. So
I know, but I think I had a picture.
There's a lot of Monicas. You're gonna have to.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta know your username, because there's probably like 200 Monicas. If you figure it out, let us know and I'll add it to your highlight video.
Okay. Thank you, Kendra.
You're welcome. Bye, baby.
Bye.
Kendra G.
All right. So that was that. Okay. So let's go to for the three people that's still hanging on here, man. For the three people that's still hanging on, let's go to the female delusion calculator here. All right. Let me agree to this. All right. I agree. Whatever. Oh Lord. What the hell? All right. So let's see. So she said that she wanted someone that was between the ages of 50, I will say 55. We'll put 58. Bump it. We'll put 58. Let me refresh this real quick. I don't like the way this looks. Okay. So let's see. 58. Okay, it's still gonna do whatever. All right. I don't know. Like, I just want to close, because all this stuff is getting on my nerves. All right. So let's go from 40, because your boy is 40. Let's exclude the married men. We could say any color, any shade. She may not discriminate on race. Height. We know a lot of y'all be loving the 6 foot and up. And then minimum income, she wanted him to make $150,000. All right, so let's see what the calculator comes up with. My ideal man, not married, any race, at least 6 foot, any weight, and at least earning $150,000 a year. Your chance of obtaining said man is 0.33%.
Jesus.
Okay, so 4 out of 5 cat enthusiasts. All right. So I mean, again, man, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, there's not a gang of men who are out here making, you know, $150,000, $100,000 and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So she's definitely gonna be a cat enthusiast, or at least, a dog enthusiast. You know what I'm saying? She can get a dog too, you know. So but it is what it is at the end of the day, man. Hey, I'm not shaming women for wanting what it is that they want. You can want what it is that you want. Like it's totally fine with me. But the probability, the chances of getting said result, that's where we kind of come into some discrepancies. But hey, it is what it is, man. But nevertheless, man, what did y'all think about that video though? I mean, do y'all think that she was well within her right to ask for what she asked for? Do y'all think that she's being unrealistic with her dating standards? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so y'all let me know down in the y'all let me know down in the chat. But that is tonight's show. So if you haven't already, man, make sure you go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And remember, if there's anything that you ever want to achieve in life, remember that it requires patience, consistency, and most importantly, it don't happen overnight. See y'all on the next video. Peace.